the fine old woman. What did I have? This proud old woman did say.
In South Armagh Republican folklore, the lives and tragic deaths of two young Irishmen will be forever intertwined, with the names of Brendan Moley and Brendan Burns. The two Brendans, as they are popularly remembered, writ large into the story of the struggle for Irish freedom. On February 29, 1988, they were killed on active service while in preparation for an impending attack on the forces of British occupation. They were lifelong friends and comrades. We who remain salute their courage and pay tribute to their sacrifice. Brendan Burns is fondly remembered as a determined IRA volunteer whose commitment to his country was total. Growing up in Cregganduff, not far from the town of Crossmaglen, he joined the IRA at 16, going on to engage British enemy forces in a series of daring and well-planned attacks throughout the area. By 1984, he was on the run, using his intimate knowledge of the border to evade capture. Arrested by Garda on foot of an extradition warrant, he spent 2 years in prison before eventually beating the case. He returned to the armed struggle, seeing his family where and when he could while committing himself full-time to the IRA. Brendan Moley from Dorsey, just outside Cullyhanna, was likewise considered a steadfast volunteer who would not shirk in the face of adversity. Strong and resilient in his determination to force the British state from Ireland, he played a central role in the many attacks carried out by his local brigade. Brendan was an experienced volunteer whose fieldcraft and soldiery were second to none, respected by all who knew him. For men like Brendan Moley, the armed struggle offered only reward, be it in an end to British rule or in a martyr's death in pursuit of that noble objective. The two Brendans fell victim to an accidental explosion when the bomb they were preparing exploded prematurely as they loaded it into a van in border country near Crossmaglen. Plans to mount an attack on the infrastructure of Britain's military occupation, of a kind long seen in South Armagh down through the years, were at an advanced stage, but sadly resulted in the tragic passing of these young men, a terrible loss to the fight for freedom. Brendan Moley and Brendan Burns were born only weeks apart and growing up only a stone's throw from each other, and also buried on the same day in 1988. Their funerals bearing witness to a savage display of brutality by state forces, in line with a long-standing policy of violently intimidating Republican funerals. Riot-clad officers and soldiers attacked the processions, threatening and insulting family members while physically assaulting mourners, all in a futile effort to trample on the dignity of the Republican community. They did not succeed. Both were laid to rest by their families, friends, and comrades, as thousands of people from near and far stood in support and solidarity. History will recall the courage and tremendous sacrifice of volunteers Brendan Moley and Brendan Burns. We're a special kind of people here. We breed defiance, never fear. And we'll still be here when the tide against England turns. For in our hearts we know we're right, and never will give up the fight. We owe that much to Moley and to Burns.
Will bloom once again, said she.
I'll tell a tale of gallant men who in the hills round Crossmaglen became a living legend in their day. Their daring deeds in freedom's fight shone like a beacon in the night, where Harvey and McVeary showed the way. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. A pall of smoke rose o'er the land as cruel fate had played its hand. The two Brendans would have chose no other way. They died the way they'd want to go, in action against the British foe. They lived and died to serve the IRA. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. In Crossmaglen and Drummondtee we keep alive their memory. In Silverbridge we speak their names with pride. And from Dorsey down to Cady Town, through generations we'll pass on their exploits and the cause for which they died. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. We're a special kind of people here. We breed defiance, never fear, and we'll still be here when the tide against England turns. Oh, for in our hearts we know we're right, and we never will give up the fight. We owe that much to Moley and to Burns. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the names of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. We salute you, Brendan Moley and Brendan Burns.